In global politics, wars are rarely fought only with missiles and soldiers. Often, the real battle happens through information, intelligence, and satellites. Recent reports from Western media suggest that Russia may be sharing intelligence data with Iran, helping it identify sensitive military infrastructure connected to the United States in the Middle East. If true, this could signal something much bigger than a regional conflict. It could represent the next phase of a global intelligence competition involving Russia, China, Iran, and the United States. But the real question is, why would Russia take this risk? Where is China in all of this? And what does it mean for countries like India and the broader global balance of power? Let's break this down carefully. The intelligence factor behind precision strikes. According to recent media discussions, some of the recent precision attacks targeting strategic facilities in the Middle East appeared unusually accurate. This has led analysts to ask an important question. How does a country achieve such precision? The answer often lies in real-time intelligence. Modern warfare depends heavily on three kinds of intelligence systems: satellite imagery, signal intelligence from communications, and advanced data analysis using artificial intelligence. When these systems combine, they allow a country to identify the exact location of ships, command centers, radar stations, and military infrastructure. Some reports suggest that Russia could be sharing such intelligence insights with Iran. However, it is important to remember that these claims are based largely on anonymous officials and media analysis, not officially confirmed government statements. Still, the geopolitical implications are enormous. The reciprocity theory. One theory circulating among analysts is that this could be a strategic response to the Ukraine war. Since the beginning of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, Western countries, especially the United States, have provided Ukraine with extensive intelligence support. This support reportedly includes satellite imagery, battlefield monitoring, and strategic targeting insights. From Moscow's perspective, this intelligence assistance has played a significant role in Ukraine's military operations. So some analysts believe Russia may now be responding with a form of strategic reciprocity, supporting partners in other regions. If this interpretation is correct, it reflects a broader global pattern. Major powers are increasingly supporting partners indirectly rather than engaging directly. The China question. Another interesting element in this debate is China's apparent absence from these allegations. This is surprising to many observers because China has strong economic and energy ties to Iran. China purchases a large amount of Iranian oil, often at discounted prices. In return, Iran benefits from Chinese investments, trade partnerships, and technology cooperation. Because of this relationship, many analysts expected China to play a visible role in supporting Iran strategically. But public reports often suggest that China is not directly involved in intelligence sharing. Why might that be? There are two possible explanations. China tends to prefer long-term strategic positioning rather than direct confrontation. Avoiding visible involvement helps Beijing maintain stable trade relationships with both Western and Eastern economies. Another possibility is that China may simply prefer to operate quietly through commercial technology and satellite services rather than overt military cooperation. For example, China has a growing network of commercial satellite companies capable of providing high-resolution imagery. Even when this information is technically public or commercial, it can still offer significant strategic insight. The satellite revolution in warfare. One of the most important changes in modern geopolitics is the rise of commercial space intelligence. In the past, only major governments operated advanced surveillance satellites. Today, private companies operate hundreds of satellites that provide high-resolution images, ship tracking, aircraft monitoring, and infrastructure mapping. Countries can purchase this data legally through commercial contracts. This means intelligence advantages are no longer limited to a few superpowers. Even mid-sized states can gain significant situational awareness. This shift has fundamentally transformed how modern conflicts unfold. What this means for India. For India, these developments highlight the growing importance of space intelligence and strategic autonomy. India has already taken major steps in this direction. Agencies and programs related to satellite monitoring, geospatial intelligence, and defense technology are becoming increasingly important. India's own satellite infrastructure and space capabilities allow it to monitor regional developments, strengthen maritime awareness, and support defense preparedness. In an increasingly complex geopolitical environment, this technological independence is crucial. India's foreign policy has also focused on strategic balance. Rather than aligning exclusively with one global bloc, India maintains partnerships with multiple powers, including the United States, Russia, and others. This balanced approach helps India protect its national interests while avoiding unnecessary geopolitical entanglements. A new era of global power competition. What we may be witnessing today is the beginning of a new era of intelligence-driven geopolitics. Instead of traditional wars between superpowers, the world is seeing proxy conflicts, intelligence cooperation between alliances, satellite-driven battlefield awareness, and economic and technological competition. This environment creates a much more complex global system. Actions taken in one region can quickly influence events in another. The reports about intelligence sharing between Russia and Iran may or may not prove fully accurate, but the broader trend is undeniable. Global competition is increasingly moving into space, technology, and information networks. In this new environment, satellites, data analysis, and intelligence partnerships can influence global power dynamics just as much as military forces. For countries like India, the key challenge will be maintaining strategic independence while strengthening technological capabilities. Because in the 21st century, the most powerful weapon may not be a missile. It may simply be information.